Okay, we're joined by Sam Morton, who's just leaving the Amex Stadium. Quite an occasion there, Sam. Brighton's first ever Europa League victory, and it came against an Ajax team, albeit a shadow of an Ajax team against some of their previous teams that they've had over the years. But a brilliant victory nonetheless for Brighton.
Excellent victory for Brighton. Really on a what was a really easy night for them. Really, they made it look easy anyway. I think they never really looked threatened by an Ajax side that's obviously really struggling for confidence on a terrible run of form. And that really did continue this evening, and Brighton did make it look very easy, and were ruthless, and they got the two goals and killed the game. So it was great night for Brighton, a perfect night really, and really great to see them get a clean sheet finally this season as well. And it just capped off a perfect night, and it keeps them in a really good position to qualify.
Yeah, that was always going to be the key, wasn't it? They're getting their defensive structure right, because they've certainly got the players in attack to cause problems, haven't they? So they must have got it just spot on tonight.
Yeah, perfect. As I say, perfect performance. Zerbi got things spot on. He really just tried to play Ajax off the park, really, with the defenders solid, midfield, keeping things ticking over, getting the ball to the attackers, and it was especially Pedro and Matoma. They linked up so well in that first half, and it was obviously Pedro that got the goal after Matoma had a shot saved, and it was exactly what Brighton needed, right on the stroke of half time. Perfect time to score. And it kind of meant that Ajax then had to come on to Brighton to be able to get an equaliser, and then that helps Brighton kill the game in the second half as well.
Yeah. The attacking four looked really good, didn't they? Pedro and Matoma were very good, but also I thought Adingra was very good as well, and Ansu Fati, he got the second goal, nicely taken second goal.
Yeah, there was a great goal, lovely move. Adingra cutting back, played it into Fati. It was a lovely pass, and Fati, he seems to have that confidence back, and he's kind of struggled to settle in. I think Zerbi made the point that he didn't play a lot of football last season, but now he's really starting to settle in, play more football, and get used to Zerbi's way of playing. And you really saw that. I think it was his best performance for Brighton today, and it was such a lovely finish. Nutmeg the defender as it went in, controlled it with one foot, finished it with the other. It was a fantastic goal. And he could have scored again moments later when he had a powerful shot that went just over. So it was, a really good performance from Fati, and really great to see. And he had a standing ovation as he was substituted as well. So the fans are really taken to him. That's great to see.
Yeah. He seems to have that bit of star quality about him, doesn't he? And he seems to be showing what all the hype was about, really, when he was so highly rated at Barcelona.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was really exciting when he signed for the club. And we're obviously waiting for that real moment of quality from him, and I think we've really seen that tonight. It's obviously his two goals in 2 games as well after his goal against Man City. So he's doing it on the big stage against the biggest teams, and that's what they got him in for. A loanee from Barcelona, and he's really settling well.
Yeah. No, that's great to see. Where are you at the moment, Sam? Are you at the Falmer station?
Yeah, just on the way to Falmer station. Yeah, lots of fans around me, all in fine voice. So no, I think it's a really great night for Brighton.
They seem in good voice, and quite rightly so. But what was the atmosphere like in the stadium, Sam? It looked pretty good.
Yeah, great atmosphere. I think the goal really helped in the first half. But yeah, a real kind of party atmosphere in the second half, and really kind of easy. It was really easy for them in the second half. Really, I think fans kind of just were comfortable. There was no kind of nervousness, no time to be nervous. Really, it was just all very easy for Brighton, and they got the win they desperately needed. And they could have had a few nerves going into it, knowing that if they didn't get a win, they'd be real difficult to get through into the knockout round. But that win has helped so much, and now they have a trip to Ajax, and if they can get a win there as well, then it's in their hands completely.
Yeah, and what were the Ajax fans like, Sam? They're going through a tough time at the moment, aren't they? They've had protests, at some of their home games as well. And what sort of atmosphere was it like within the away support?
So the atmosphere was good for Ajax. It was lively. I think you really saw them in fine voice. They were really trying to cheer their team on, especially in that first half. But they did go very quiet after the goals, and I think Brighton did. The fans let them know that, saying, "We forgot you were here." They were chanting at one point. So I think it's a shame for them, really. They must be horrible to watch kind of the season they're having. It's a real, as I said in my play ratings, they're a bit of a sleeping giant at the moment, Ajax.
Yeah.
You're not sure how they can get out of it. I think there's obviously quality there, but there's a real lack of confidence in the team at the moment. You really saw that they barely posed any kind of threat, really. I think they hit the post just after Fatty's goal, but apart from that, there was a real lack of threat going forward.
Yeah.
And I think they did their work quite compact. I think they did well to stop Brighton scoring more than just 2 goals, because on another day they could have had some more. And I wouldn't say Brighton had that many clear-cut chances as such. They were just ruthless when they had those chances, and obviously just dominated the midfield, dominated possession. So it was a real tough night from Ajax's perspective, and you can see why they're finding it really difficult at the moment with the lack of confidence they've got. And it's not really surprising. I think I saw they haven't won a game since the Europa League qualifying game in August. So it's been a long time since they've had a win.
Long time, yeah. And you think back to the great Ajax teams, always like talented players, skillful, technical players, and they just don't have that at the moment, do they? But all good for Brighton, though. They've got plenty of those at the moment. And so now looking ahead, the group stage, it's opened it up a bit now, hasn't it? It really puts Brighton in with a shout of qualifying from the group.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in Brighton's hands now, you would say. It's all very close. Marseille are obviously top with 5 points. Athens just below with 4. Brighton on 4, but below Athens on the head-to-head record. And Ajax are obviously at the bottom with 2 points. So I think if they get a win at Amsterdam or even a draw, and they can see how the other game goes, it's looking good. It's looking good now. It's a very tight group. I think it's well in Brighton's hands, and they can pick up some points in the remaining 3 games. Obviously, it's our halfway point now. So yeah, I think a good return. I think 4 points in 3 games.
Yeah, looking really promising, isn't it? And Zerbi was in the press conference for a long while, wasn't he? Did you say the Ajax manager was knocking on the door trying to get in, and Zerbi was continuing to talk? He had plenty to say, didn't he, after the match?
Yeah, plenty to say. So I was waiting from the outside, waiting for the players as Zerbi was speaking. But yeah, he was in there for quite a while. So I need to listen back to what he was saying. So he must have been full of praise for his team, really, with the way they performed. I think he must have been delighted, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing back to what he thought of it, really. And he must be delighted with the clean sheet as well, because that's something that Brighton have obviously struggled to get this season.
13th attempt. Yeah, 13th
so,
attempt.
Yeah, that's great. That's great for Brighton as well.
Yeah. I saw some comments from him just saying like how proud he was to deliver such a result for the fans and also for the owner, Tony Bloom. It just really sort of highlights and underlines just how far Brighton have come, doesn't it, when they're taking on and beating teams
exactly.
like Ajax, really.
Yeah, it's incredible, really, how far Brighton have come. It's hard to believe that they were favourites going into the game against Ajax, and that just speaks volumes, really, about how far Brighton have come, the work that the owner, Tony Bloom, has done. And it's incredible, and the fans are absolutely loving it, and long may it continue.
Great stuff. Well, nice one, Sam. Great reporting as always. All of your work is online at the moment. The player ratings are up, and there'll be some reaction coming later tonight, and also we'll be cutting through it a bit more and digesting it online throughout the morning tomorrow morning as well. So take a look, SussexWorld.com. And thank you, Sam. You'll be in Ajax as well, won't you, when Brighton go over to Amsterdam? Should be a great night.
Yes, absolutely. Really look forward to that one.
Nice one. All right. Well played, Sam. See you soon.
Cheers, Darren. Bye.